Hey guys, I'm back with another video on Gems of War, and in this one I just want to go over a good team for the Tower of Doom event. This time it is yellow, so you will have to use all yellow troops. Your weapon can be any color, but for lower levels you can use just about anything that you want. But once you get up to floor 10 and above, and especially once you get into the 20s, you will have great difficulty in defeating the enemy. And you will need a very special team in order to beat those high-level opponents. So I want to show you a team that I used last time the yellow event was here. And it should work this time as well. Now, there might be some new troops that were released that I might be able to change this team a little bit, but I just want to show you what I used last time. So let's go into a battle here, and I will go over my team. So, first of all, I have Mang, which this weapon is pretty easy to get. You just level up. I forget exactly which level, but it's early on. I think you get Mang before you're a level 100, so it's pretty easy to get. Now, Mang destroys an enemy's armor, and then it deals a little bit of damage, but it increases its attack by the amount of armor destroyed. Now, once you get up into those higher levels, you'll be dealing with opponents that have 100, 200 armor and above, and so this will destroy all of that armor, and it will add that armor to your attack damage. Now, how do you do attack damage with Mang? Well, you have to connect skulls. So, you do have to, this team setup I have here is a little bit slow because you do have to rely on skulls coming down on the board. So, you just kind of have to deal with that a little bit. There might be a troop that is yellow that you can create skulls. The only problem with some of those troops is that if there's too many matches that of skulls on the board, then there's a good chance that your Mang will get destroyed on the second turn by the opponent doing skull damage to you. And then, since Mang is your only damage in this team, that kind of defeats the purpose of it. So, it's a little on the slow side because you have to wait for skulls. But, yeah, so I have Mang here in the top spot, and I am using the Titan class so that when I match Brown, I will be gaining barrier on my Mang weapon, which is very important. Now for the banner, I'm using the Bear banner, which gives me double brown and then +1/2 red, which is all the mana that I need for Mang. That ensures that Mang is going to be up fairly quickly, so I can destroy as much armor as I can and get that attack damage up high enough so I can one-shot each enemy. Now, in the second spot here, I have a very important troop, which you might not use that often, but for this it works beautiful. Skrymir the Lofty. So what he does is he cleanses and barrier an ally, gives them 46 life, and then moves them to the front of the team. Now, move them to the front of the team is really the most important part, but giving it a barrier is also important. Cleanse is important because cleanse, for example, really quick, if let's say your main weapon gets entangle, let's say there's an enemy troop that has entangle and entangles your Mang. Now your Mang won't do any skull damage, which that defeats the purpose of Mang. But with Skrymir, you can cleanse it, get that entangle off, and then it will be able to do damage. Now, barrier is cool as well, but we already have barrier with matching brown. But just in case I don't have any brown on the board and I can cast Skrymir, that will also come in handy. Giving it extra life is good for survivability. But the really important part about this troop, Skrymir the Lofty, is that it moves the troop to the front of the team. Now, in order for Mang to do damage, it has to be at the front of the team. Now, you will probably encounter troops in the Tower of Doom that will switch or reverse the top troop with the bottom troop. Now, if that happens, Mang won't be able to do damage because it has to be at the top. Well, with Skrymir the Lofty, you will be able to move Mang back to the front of the team, which is very important. Now, I do have Celestacia here. Have some trouble saying the name of this troop. A little bit tired, sorry about that. But this troop is important for generating mana. It creates 9 gems of a chosen ally's mana color, and then it cleanses. So we have cleanse again, and then we have life again. But let's say that there isn't enough brown or red on the board, we can go ahead and create 9 gems of either of those colors with that. Now, Holy Saint Astra is a troop that I put in there so that all allies would gain life and armor. It creates a light storm, which will be beneficial for getting Skrymir the Lofty up, because light storm creates yellow mana. Now, in Chance All Humans, you could, instead of using Titan here, you could use a human class, which would allow you to enchant your Mang every single time that you get that you cast Holy Saint Astra. Now, I believe there's the War Priest, which is a human class, but I think there is the Sentinel. I believe this is a human class, if I'm not mistaken. No, I am mistaken here. Sorry about that. I was thinking that was a human. What was the other one that was a human? Oh, it was the Plague Lord, right? Yeah, the Plague Lord was the other human, I guess, I was thinking about. So it won't... I was thinking that there was a human class that did have Rock Solid, but I'm mistaken on that. Sorry. Okay. So that doesn't matter. But you could still pick one of those human classes here to get it enchanted by Saint Astra. But it would be more dangerous because you wouldn't be able to gain barrier on matching brown gems. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, I mean, I could go in here and do one battle just to show you how it would work in action here. And, of course, if you buy the weapon in the shop, you're going to be getting these potions, which will allow you to cast your stuff early on. So you're not really going to be able to see really the full potential of this build. I'm getting really lucky with skulls there, but anyway, cast that on that, and I mean, basically one attack is going to kill it because Mang does a little bit of damage. But basically you can see the setup there, and I think I went over everything of how the team works. So yeah, I hope that team setup helps you guys out, and I will be putting the code for this team in the description of this video. So feel free to copy and paste that into your team. And have fun, guys. Thanks for watching, as always, and later.